Welcome back to Favela to Folklore. Today we are going to carry on with our season. We are Santos in Brazil and we are currently playing in the State Championship, which we are leading. We are top of the league with 30 points. Whilst we have been away, we beat Santo Andre 1-0, Nathan scored. We won 3-0 in the Brazilian Cup with our teenager striker scoring a goal. And then we won in the league, very impressively, 6-0. Marco Leandro scoring 4. A very impressive performance. Luan and Lucas Perez getting the other 2. We are now playing against Sao Bernardo. And then we have some Copa Sudamerica games. This is the second most prestigious tournament in South America. The most prestigious is the Copa Libertadores. This is the less prestigious version of that. We have been drawn with a Peruvian team, Argentinian and Paraguayan. We are probably the strongest team in this group and we should be looking to progress, hopefully. We'll have to play the games and then see how it goes. So we are going to start with a familiar team. One thing that isn't familiar is Madsen at right back. Nathan is currently suspended, so Madsen will have to slot in. He looks a okay player. So we start with Sao Paulo in goal, Madsen, Macon Roques, Eduardo Buerman and Felipe Jonathan at the back, with Camacho and Fernandez in midfield, Soteldo on one wing, Angelo on another. What I'm going to change is I am going to put Lima in there. Lima is our 16-year-old. He's not got the most impressive stats, but I'm looking to progress youth. Currently, Carabajal, who plays that position, is injured, so we're just having to make the most of what we've got at the moment. It's been a very exciting save so far. The team is playing some really good football, so I'm just saying to them, stick to the plan. And let's hope for the best. Camacho with the ball to Macon, Fernandez, and the highlight is over. It's our 16-year-old Lima to Fernandez. Felipe Jonathan bombing forward. Well played by Madsen. Oh, big chance. 1-0. I am fairly sure this team are bottom of the league. So that is very much against the run of play and against current form. I'll have to check. Yeah, they've got six points in total in the whole tournament so far, so this would be a massive shock if they could get any kind of result today. Macon to Fernandez. Great attacking football by Santos. Angelo. Oh, what a save by the goalkeeper. Says Santos are enjoying themselves. I would enjoy it more if we scored a goal. I do not like being 1-0 down against bottom of the league. Angelo. We've currently got 70% possession, and they are restricted to just lumping the ball long. So I'm fairly confident, as Angelo has a shot saved, that we can come back into this game. There's plenty of time left. We're only 20 minutes in. No yellow cards so far, which is always a good sign because it rarely happens. Soteldo running with the ball, and it's a goal. It's an own goal. He's had an absolute mare. I need to see that again, really. Soteldo was running through, skins his man, and yeah, he's just kicked it in his own net. We are back to 1-1. Game on. Oh, Soteldo was tripped there, and that is a penalty. Penalty to Santos. Up runs Marco Leandro, who fires in. Was there any doubt? Comment in the comment section. Is Marcos Leandro the right person to be taking our penalties? So far he's got a great record, but we have got other players in the team who are capable. Normal service is resumed. 2-1. We look to break away and potentially add to our lead. As SBE just lump the ball forward again with no real outlet. They just lump the ball, give it me back once again. It's very poor football. Madsen down the wing to Angelo. Oh, Matthias Lima, our 16-year-old, almost getting on the score sheet just before half-time. As we get regions come through, we will look at the youth team and we will push as many youngsters into the starting 11 as possible. What we'll try and do is create the next Santos superstar. They've had the likes of Pele and Neymar play in the past, coming through the youth teams. So we will hope to unearth a gem similar to one of them. But that will be a few seasons down the line at best. Half time and we lead 2-1. I'm happy with the number of shots on goal. We're fairly comfortable. All the players have got fairly good fitness. Leandro up front isn't very tired. All is good with Santos right now. One thing that does concern me slightly, the amount of games per season. We obviously haven't even started the league proper yet, which is a lot of fixtures. Similar to most leagues, you play every team twice. I think there's around 30, it might be 38 games in total. So that's on top of playing in this tournament and playing the Copa Superamerica. Good save by the goalkeeper. We'll look to rotate the team when necessary. If players are tired, we'll simply drop them and bring others in. Even if we have to play less interesting and exciting players, we will rotate when needed. I think squad rotation will be a big issue this season. Angelo pushing forward with a good cross to Fernandez, who is on a booking. Camacho to Felipe Jonathan. to Soteldo, who fires wide. That was a big opportunity to really push ahead. We are going to take off Fernandez in centre midfield. He's on a booking, and I don't like it. We're going to also take off our centre back and bring on Luis Felipe. Buerman was on a yellow card also. I don't want to risk going down to 10 men, not when we're fairly comfortable. We're passing the ball around. Tiki-taka madness. Beautiful, beautiful by Marco Leandro as he hits it just past the post. Macon with a free kick. What a goal by our centre-back, Macon Roque. Seems like a bit of a glitch in the game because I haven't got him on free kicks. He hasn't got good free kick stats that I know of. I don't quite know why he keeps taking free kicks from me occasionally. He has got 14 free kicks. But yeah, he wasn't set to take free kicks, so I'm not quite sure. Not quite sure what's going on there. We'll go with it though. If he scores goals, he can take them. I am happy with that. Seemingly another comfortable win with 10 minutes to go and leading 3-1. Or have I spoke too soon? We will see. I'm going to replace Camacho in centre mid with Sandri, who is an upcoming Brazilian, who will probably play more as we get further into the save. I think he's around 19 years old now, very good stats, but there's just better, more experienced options at the moment. Here is Sandri. Jonathan with the ball to... Oh, with a lovely through ball and a corner. Angelo looks to whip it in with 2 minutes to go. Can we add insult to injury? This is a fairly run-of-the-mill away win. SBE were not expected to get any kind of result. I'm fairly sure they're sitting bottom of the state championship right now. What a finish by Soteldo, but what made that goal was Sandri's assist. That ball was absolute perfection. He picks the ball up here, he looks over the top, he sprays it, and Soteldo could not miss. That was fantastic. Lima to Soteldo. Oh, who fires wide. He's very hit and miss, Soteldo. On his good games he can score 2. On his bad games he can fluff quite a lot of opportunities. Soteldo is on loan at the moment. When his loan ends, his contract also runs out, so I will maybe be looking at getting him in on a free transfer if possible. I'm hoping if we play well, he will be interested in staying for the foreseeable. And that is game over. 4-1 away win. I am very happy with that. And what we're going to do is put our hands together and say, a win and a good performance, that'll do for me. 4-1 against Sao Bernardo, who started the season well. They've started to fall off slightly, now sitting in 8th. Oh, we've played a complete different team to what I thought we were playing. What's going on here? I thought we were playing SBE. Their initials are SBE as well. Confusion has taken over Don't worry guys, this will happen all the time. This will be guaranteed. So we played Sao Bernardo, who are actually in 8th, so that's quite an impressive win. 4-1 away. Very happy with that. This team here in 2nd, Brazil, Bagantina, they look to be charging ahead now in 2nd place. Palmeiras are still there and Sao Paulo are still there. It's quite tight for 2nd place. It's a very competitive state with 3 or 4 huge teams. It's going to be quite an interesting club to take forward for the foreseeable future. I do plan on this being a long-term save, so we could be here for a while. We could see different players come and go. We've just had a scout report for Andre Santos, who plays for Vasco da Gama Reserves. He's 17 years old and he looks one hell of a prospect. He looks like the sort of player who would really fit in well. I'll be keeping tabs on him. I can't afford him, but if we start winning trophies, maybe we'll get some money. That might be one for the future. Obviously at 17 years old, he's going to be around for a long time. I put a scout report out for Felipe Fonseca. I noticed in our state he had scored 7 goals in 9 games, which made me think maybe he had something about him that I couldn't see from the initial stats. He hasn't. He is simply not good enough. He would be our 19th best striker. It does concern me that we've got so many strikers on the books, but the youth team is quite vast. Our next fixture is a big one. We play in the Sao Paulo Championship quarter-final. Oh, so we've broken off now. We have finished top of our group. It must be 1st and 2nd go through. Yeah, 1st and 2nd go through to a quarter-final. So now it's knockout. This is getting more interesting. Let's see how this goes. We'll just play straight through now. The Brazilian Cup draw is today. It is only the 2nd round. We've been drawn against 3rd division team FIG. Not sure what that stands for. One of the annoying things about this save is that we don't have the real names for the teams, so it's hard to really know who you're playing against sometimes, unless you do the background work and look into the division and the specific teams. We don't ever do the suggested squad. We play with the team that we want to play. All the players fit into the system well. They all have their role. I don't think having the assistant manager pick the team would be the right choice, seeing as we've hardly lost a game so far. Our sole defeat coming against Palmeiras when we had 2 centre midfielders injured. Our under-20s have just won 9-0. They're also top of the league and they have a goal difference of 47. Maybe I need to have a look at this team. Maybe I need to look at who's scoring these goals. We've got a young lad called Bernardo. Doesn't look up to him. He looks okay. But David Washington, 8 goals, 8 games. He looks okay. He looks like quite a good player. He might be one that we maybe loan out in the next 2 years. And then there was one that I've seen his name a few times. Andre Toscana. He's played 7, scored 11. He's a winger. He's not one that I'm interested in right now, but he might also get loaned out. And then we will potentially look at how they progress when they're on loan. We had 2 red cards. Is this? They must be because of bookings, because nobody got sent off. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to bring Nathan back in. Felipe at the back, and then in centre midfield we will simply bring in Sandri, who can play this position anyway. He's just as good as Fernandez. The only reason I've been playing him less is because he's young and inexperienced. So we're just going to take it slowly with him and feed him into the team slowly. I'm expecting Fernandez to leave at the end of the season when his loan ends. So we have a familiar team with our 16-year-old Matthias Lima continuing to start in the attacking midfielder position, which I may assess right now. I may look to change that due to the magnitude of the game, but I don't really have many choices. We will carry on. My indecision kicked in. We will carry on and hope for the best. The season is going well so far. Let's just hope we can carry on and win this knockout game. So this is the first time we've played this team. They were obviously winning quite a lot of games in the group stages. So I think this is a real test of how good our team actually is. There are 10,000 people in attendance today. Oh, penalty. 5 minutes in, we got a penalty. And they're reviewing it. But that's never good. Good penalty by the striker. His second goal of the season. That was very impressive. And once again, we go 1-0 down, and we have to look to come back. Can we make another comeback? Camacho wins the ball to Angelo. Marcos Leandro, what a save by the goalkeeper as he pushes it wide. We win a corner. Soteldo with the cross. It's too easy. It's too easy. They're passing it around the back, keeping the ball quite well. Possession is very even in this game compared to a lot of the games earlier, which we have just been absolutely dominating play. Obviously we're going up in standard. Leandro is through and scores a goal. The referee will look at that though. I think that was offside. Goal awarded. Oh wow, that is quite a surprise. I was fully expecting... Oh, I'm not sure about that. I think we've got a cheeky one there. We've got a cheeky little poor referee decision. That was offside for me. I'll take it. I'll take anything at this stage. We're getting torn apart at the back. I think this is more of the standard we will be expecting when we play in the National League. So it is going to be more difficult. There's going to be games where we really don't play up to the level we have recently. Leandro, Mateus Lima with the goal. Our 16-year-old has scored and given us the lead. Mateus Lima. With a very good finish at the front post. He is playing in the shadow striker role. His finishing is 15 and he certainly fits that position well. We are susceptible to getting caught out on the counter-attack due to Felipe Jonatas at left back and Nathan pushing forward quite far. So it does leave huge gaps where we can get exploited at times. But I do like the fluidity it gives with Nathan pushing forward. It gives our wingers more options as there is overlaps. Oh, they've given the ball away. And we've won a penalty, and that looked very dodgy as well. That didn't look like a penalty. If I was the opposition manager, I would be fuming. Wow, penalty given, that was dubious. There's going to be a lot of controversy after this game as Leandro slots it in, his 19th goal of the season. This is becoming a walk in the park. But it is very controversial. We've had a few decisions go our way that on another day really could have gone the other way. As Angelo bursts forward, he looks to go it alone. The opposition are pushing forward. They are a very good team. I do think we've got very lucky in this game so far. They've had the majority of the possession. We're both playing well with our XG at 177 and 137, so there's not much gap between the teams really as they win the ball back on the halfway line. Arthur has crossed it to Helenio, to Jadsom. This is dangerous. No, the goalkeeper should catch that and we are safe. Hopefully we can make it through till half time and then we can put our feet up, have a little rest and then come back for the second half. We have one last chance before the break with Soteldo taking a corner. Marco Leonardo has given the ball away. The opposition, they are still playing the long balls that the majority of these Brazilian teams are playing against us, but they're also playing some nice passing too, which is making things a lot more tricky for us. Angelo running through and their player just lumps it out for a corner. No thought of maybe kicking it out for a throw-in. And half time, we lead 3-1 in this knockout stage. Hands on hips, you're doing brilliant. Bit of encouragement can go a long way. I don't know where to take Camacho off because he's got a yellow card. Might leave it 10 minutes. That was a horrendous attempt to knock the ball forward. Helenio for the opposition. A great ball down the wing. They're playing some really good football, this team. They might be a team to watch out for when we get into the national division. The first national division. They could be a team that are really giving us issues at times. The only teams to really play this well against us so far, Palmeiras were an issue. We were weakened at the time, but they were still an issue. So I'm just going to make a quick sub and take off Sandri. And take off Camacho, who is on a booking, and hopefully we can start to wind this game down a little bit. In the next 10 minutes I might look to start wasting time a little bit, as I really don't want to concede and then have a lot of miver at the end of the game. They play some very good football, this opposition, and that is fantastic. What a goal that is. That is brilliant. They played some really, really great short passing, and then the striker Hiran skinned Macon and slotted it home. What a goal. I'm not going to change the tactic, I'm going to keep things as they are for now. But I am going to take off Lucas Brava. I'm going to bring on Lucas Brava for Sotaldo because he's absolutely knackered. His fitness was very low. There's 25 minutes remaining in the game. And things are really on the edge right now. One goal for them or one goal for us, and it can make a huge difference. This is a knockout tie. I'm not sure if it goes to extra time and penalties. Hopefully we don't find out, as that will be nerve-wracking. As they progress forward, they play some nice pretty passes, and what a finish. We're actually in danger of losing this game before extra time and penalties are even needed at this rate. And they look very good. So I'm going to have to change something. I'm going to play for set pieces. And focus down the right. We're going to concentrate on Angelo. I'm going to give him the ball and hopefully him and Nathan can set up Leandro. Leonardo is our starting striker. He is top goal scorer in the league. Obviously he's still progressing himself. He's 19 years old, so there's a lot of room for improvement. His finishing and composure are 15. He's quite quick too. So he's an all-round very talented player. And I'm expecting clubs to start looking at him at some point. Hopefully we can hold on to him. We'll have to see at the time whether the offer that comes in will be too good to turn down. If we have a ready-made replacement, maybe we'll have to sell. Angelo to Nathan, who pushes on in that right back position. Felipe Jonathan wins the ball back. Plays it down the wing to Lucas Braga, who is fresh after coming on. And our sub, Vinicius Baliero, hits it over the bar. That is why you are on the bench. This guy hardly gets a game and he just blazed it over. very even game so far, with us both having 5 shots on target, both having around 2.5 XG. Possession is very tight. We've both had a couple of bookings which may come into play. What a ball. And Leonardo blazes his opportunity over the bar. Got quite a few players who are absolutely knackered at the moment. Got Angelo on the right, is on his last legs, so I'm going to bring Pires on. Pires is a 20-year-old winger. He's fairly good. He's not as good as Angelo. He hasn't got the same potential as our star man 17-year-old, but he will do a job as Angelo plays the ball forward, which will probably be his last contribution to the game. Angelo runs forward. Can he score? Oh, very unselfish. He tried to play the ball through, which is one of his good traits. He is very unselfish. He tries to assist at all opportunities. We are in added time as we break away with Lima to Leonardo, who has skinned his right back. Oh, what a save by the goalkeeper. This is getting tense now, getting nervous. Sao Paulo plucking the ball out of the air. Do we go to extra time or is it penalties? These are tense moments. All the back four are absolutely knackered, so I'm hoping we don't go to extra time. Oh, it is straight to penalties. I'm going to have Nathan take one. Braga taking one. Or Roque taking one. And Jonatas. Then we will have Luis Felipe take one. And then we will have Lima taking the 7th if necessary. I just wanted to choose players that would display little emotion rather than the anxious players. I don't know if that makes much of a difference on the game, but every little helps. Leonardo with the first penalty for Santos. And it's a goal. Good penalty. The man who scored 2 for the opposition slots home his penalty. Remember guys, this is knockout, so if we lose, we are out. Nathan dispatches his penalty. This is tense. 2-2. Goalkeeper got close, but no cigar. Lucas Braga has slotted home. Jadsom for the opposition. Let's see if he can hit the back of the net. What a lucky thing that was, with the penalty hitting the bar. Macon to extend the lead. We lead 4-2. If the opposition miss, we win the penalty shootout. This could be a big moment in the Santos save. This to progress through to the semi-final of the state championship. Ooh, good penalty. If we score, we go through. And up steps a big moment for Felipe Jonatas. He will take the penalty with his left foot. and score. Santos are through to the semi-finals. What a win. I hope we have a little bit of a break in between the next game, because that was really energy sapping. Well done on winning, but we're going to have to talk about that second half. Yeah, I'm happy with that. They weren't good in the second half. We fell apart. So that was an unbelievably lucky win, because we did not deserve the penalty, and the offside that was given as a goal was offside. So I think we got away with that one a little bit. So we won in the quarter-final. The fan day was a success. We will look at the next round. If we can get to where the rounds are. Here we are. So quarter-final. There's one more quarter-final left with Corinthians playing. So far it is Sao Paulo are through, Santos through, Palmeiras through, and if Corinthians go through, all four huge rivalry teams will play in the semi-final. Elano hails Marco Leonardo. Elano, what a player this guy was. If everyone remembers him, he made 50 caps for Brazil. He played for Manchester City for a period of time, lighting up the Premier League. He had various spells at Santos. He was a very good player in his day. Blast from the past for some older viewers. Well, if we are classed as old in our mid-30s, we are going to rest. We are going to take the suggestion and we are going to rest a lot of our team for this next match. I am literally going to rest as many players as possible. Anyone who started is not going to feature here, I don't think, if I can help it. Jair can play. Let's have a look at the fitness. So all our players are fairly fit. I'm going to rest Marcos Leonardo. Play Aurora instead of Nathan. We're really going to take the game off. It's the Brazilian Cup. It's not a focus for me. If we go through, we go through. If we don't, we don't. There are much bigger games coming up. It'd be nice to give different players opportunities. What we'll do, this will be the last game before we take a break, and then we will come back and play some more games at a later date, which will feature the Copa Sudamerica. So we'll be going abroad, playing games in Peru, Argentina and Paraguay, which will be quite interesting, putting ourselves against some of the best teams in South America. We're not having it all our own way in this game so far. The opposition, who are 4th division, are playing really well. They've got 66% possession so far. They've had 3 shots whilst we've had 0. It's still early days. But that's their 5th shot. Luckily for us, they're not really getting them on target. So they've had 6 shots and 2 on target. We've got another corner, which we've cleared. Gene Silva running with the ball. A good save by the goalkeeper. think I might have made too many changes here because we simply aren't creating anything at all. We have just won a corner, which Ivoni is going to take. Ivoni is making his first appearance in this series. In this game, we are resting players. It will have to happen now and then. Our fixtures are so congested. Penalty given. Very poor decision by the defender to go in like he did. And a goal for our 15-year-old Rodrigo Cesar. Good save by the goalkeeper. We were very lucky then. In this game, we aren't playing very well. It's a huge come down from some of the performances in the past, where we've been winning games 4-0, 5-0, 6-0. We've been scoring for fun, but there's not much experience in this team. We haven't got any really superstars playing. Just have a little nose on the bench. We have got a few players who can come on if needed. And I think in the second half I will give some of the regulars 30 minutes at the end of the game. It's nice to see Rodrigo Cesar on the score sheet again. It's still another 3 or 4 months until he becomes 16 years old. So he is very much ahead of where he should be. He should not really be playing games for Santos first team at 15 years old with the stats he's got, but we're giving him the opportunity and he's taking his chances. He gets a penalty, he puts it in the net. He gets a one-on-one, he puts it in the net. He's scoring the occasional goal. He obviously isn't as good as our main striker Leonardo. Buerman on the ball. Highlight over. Ivoni with a free kick. And Buerman just heads over the bar. Very good opportunity. We've got a free kick now with Ivoni. And a very, very good opportunity again. We are missing these chances. We're going to take Jair off because he is tired and he's on a booking. So I don't want him to make a sloppy challenge and get sent off and jeopardise our chances of winning this game. I'm going to bring on Marcos Leonardo down the wing. He's not going to play up front. He's going to take a position down the wing and let our striker have a bit more game time. Very good ball around the corner. Lucas Brava. Obviously this game is the Brazilian Cup. It is not a priority for us, so this team is very much a mixed match of players who usually sit on the bench, usually can't get in the team. All our best players sat on the bench just waiting around. We've now put a few of them on. Nathan is down the right wing, he will receive the ball. Playing in Lucas Barbosa. Back to Nathan. I think my favourite player of the saves so far is Nathan. If you're watching this, guys, can you please comment and tell me who your favourite player is so far? For me, it has to be Nathan. He's been a standout star, week in, week out. He's consistent, he bombs on, he gets into attacking positions that really give us an opportunity to overload down the right hand side. I'm sure there'll be some fans of Marco Leandro, who is now on the ball. A block to stop the shot, which looked like it could have possibly been going in. We have one last corner. Both sets of players are very tired. We're in the 70th minute right now as they make a change. Rodrigo Cesar on the ball. Held it up well. Passed to a teammate, which is exactly what we're looking for from our striker. Hold the ball up, give it to someone else, move on. A few bookings in this game again, goes without saying. We lead 1-0 with 15 minutes remaining. This game is not over yet. If this goes to extra time, it will be an absolute nightmare. The opposition play a good through ball to Jean Silva. What an interception. That could possibly win us. That could be a game-winning interception as the opposition take a corner. We're playing a very similar formation. They aren't playing a roaming playmaker though. Rodrigo Cesar. Oh, very unlucky. Very unlucky. Four minutes remaining and the opposition blaze an opportunity over the bar. Is that their last chance? It looks like it could possibly be game over. And there goes the full-time whistle. That is a good win, considering I was half expecting to get knocked out due to resting players. I'm very happy to win 1-0 with our guy getting the penalty. Rodrigo Cesar with the goal. He is excelling, even at a young age. So our next games are in the Copa Sudamerica in Group G. What I'm going to do now is come back again and possibly play the next 4 games. What I'm thinking about doing is doing episodes month to month. So I'd do, for example, April as one episode. I think I'd have to split May up because there's so many fixtures. The thing about this division is there are so many fixtures. I'm going to have to count it up, but it's going to end up with us playing around 60 games, I think, which is quite a lot compared to most other divisions. Thank you for watching the video today, guys. If you could like the video and subscribe to my channel, it will help this series grow and help me reach a larger audience. Thank you, guys.